Have you ever felt exhausted after helping someone, only to realize they barely cared or made any effort to change? It's like trying to push a boulder up a hill, only for it to keep rolling back, crushing your efforts each time. Stoic philosophy reminds us that helping others is a noble act, but not everyone deserves our patience and valuable energy. Sometimes stepping back is a way to protect ourselves and preserve a mindful compassion. Today, we'll explore 10 types of people you should think twice about helping, those who might pull you down rather than rise with you, especially the 10th type. Understanding it might forever change your view of generosity. Before we dive in, consider this story. A devoted father watched his son grow increasingly careless, slipping in his work and life. Each time his son encountered a setback, he stepped in, offered financial support, or intervened to save him from being fired. But day after day, nothing changed. His son remained dependent, lacking the drive to stand on his own. One day, it dawned on him that his constant support had created reliance rather than resilience in his son. Instead of helping him grow, had only strengthened his dependence. So, who are the people we should think carefully about before helping? Let's dive into each type, gaining insights into how to offer kindness thoughtfully and with discernment. 1. The immutable. Have you ever tried to help someone who, no matter what you did, seemed stubbornly committed to their current situation? It's not just exhausting, it can drain your spirit when you see the potential for change, but the other person doesn't, or, worse, outright refuses it. Modern Stoicism reminds us that while compassion and a desire to help are noble qualities, sometimes the wisest course of action is to step back, preserving our own energy for things that truly matter. I remember reconnecting with an old college friend who couldn't stop complaining about his life. When I saw him again, I thought maybe I could lend a hand, offering some encouragement or advice to help him find a way forward. He had once been talented, passionate and capable, but during our conversation, he only focused on his failures, the unfair cards life had dealt him. I patiently listened and tried to offer supportive words, but he countered every suggestion with complaints, excuses, and a litany of reasons why change just wasn't possible for him. It felt like trying to row a boat with someone who simply wouldn't pick up their oar. I realized that no matter how much I wanted to help, my efforts were pointless if he didn't want to change. People like this aren't genuinely looking to grow. They just want to unload their burdens and hope someone else will shoulder them. In today's world, we often meet such individuals. Those who take others' help for granted and quickly reject it when it requires their own effort. Stoicism teaches us that not every battle is ours to fight, and that helping isn't always the best approach. Epicurus once said that it's not what happens to you that matters, but how you respond to it. We can extend a helping hand, but if the person isn't willing to reach for it, then the responsibility is no longer ours. Modern Stoicism advises that compassion is essential, but it must be paired with boundaries. People who resist change are actually clinging to a deep-seated fear of failure and the unknown life they've grown unaccustomed to facing. This resistance is a form of self-deception, masking a profound fear of stepping out of their comfort zone. When dealing with people like this, the kindest thing you can do is step back, allowing them to find their own path or take responsibility. This isn't abandonment, it's respecting their freedom to choose. Because, as Stoics remind us, wisdom lies in recognizing when to step aside, letting others learn their lessons on their own. 2. The manipulators. Ever feel like you're surrounded by emotional vampires, not the movie kind, but real people who seem to drain every bit of energy you have? These are the manipulators, those who treat your kindness as a free buffer. If you've ever found yourself exhausted after helping someone, it may be time to question if you're truly helping the right people. Imagine your relationships as a garden. Healthy relationships are like nurturing plants that grow with care. But with manipulators, it's like watering a cactus that demands more than it ever needs, leaving you parched and exhausted. Manipulators are masters of guilt-tripping, making you feel responsible for meeting their needs, even at the cost of your happiness. Stoic wisdom reminds us that while helping others is noble, your inner peace is priceless. There is nothing more exhausting than realizing that every act of kindness you extend is just another brick in the wall of someone's self-centeredness. Ultimately, you may end up as their therapist, their energy source, even their enabler. But let's be clear, they're not looking for help. They're looking for excuses to keep you feeling responsible for their issues. A clear red flag is if they're always in crisis, and you're always the problem solver. We've all had that one friend or family member who seems stuck in a never-ending drama series, and over time, their issues become your burden. I remember a colleague in my 50s who would complain endlessly about her health, her family issues, her financial troubles. Each crisis seemed to flow into the next. Out of compassion, I would listen and even offer solutions, but nothing ever changed. She clung to her problems like a life raft, refusing to consider change and even dismissing any suggestions for improvement. Over time, I realized my support wasn't helping. It was only enabling her pattern of self-pity and dependence. Modern Stoicism, especially in a world filled with constant distractions, teaches us the balance of knowing when to lend a hand and when to keep our distance. Sometimes a firm no is kinder than a reluctant yes that leaves you drained. You are not obligated to solve everyone's problems or be their emotional anchor. As Epicurus wisely said, the man who laughs at himself will never run out of things to laugh at. Recognizing manipulation helps you detach from those who drain your spirit. Setting boundaries is essential, just as Stoic wisdom teaches us. Marcus Aurelius once said that the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Remember this when deciding how much time and energy to devote to others. Manipulators thrive on pushing your boundaries, leaving you feeling as if their needs are endless. By recognizing this behavior and establishing clear limits, you regain control over your own peace of mind. Ultimately, the key is valuing your own energy. You're not here to be everyone's savior. You're here to live your life to the fullest. Helping someone is a beautiful thing, but sometimes it merely perpetuates a cycle of abuse. Before you reach out, ask yourself, am I truly helping? Or am I just letting myself be manipulated? Remember, you are the author of your own life. Don't let a manipulator hold the pen and write your story. Life should be filled with genuine relationships that lift you up, not ones that drain you. Avoiding the trap of manipulation requires strong boundaries. As Stoics teach us, Marcus Aurelius reminded us that protecting our peace is essential to maintaining quality thoughts. Next time you're faced with a manipulator, pause and ask yourself, am I watering a plant that will grow? Or am I just feeding a cactus that endlessly demands more? The choice is yours. And with the guidance of Stoic principles, it's a choice you can make with confidence and clarity. 3. The victim. One of the most exhausting types of people we encounter in life is the victim, someone who constantly blames everything and everyone around them without ever taking responsibility for themselves. These people are perpetually wrapped up in a narrative of unfairness and misfortune, as if they're seeking a loyal audience to endlessly recount their tales of woe. Perhaps you've experienced sitting for hours listening to someone like this complain about life. My boss doesn't appreciate me. My co-workers don't support me. The universe seems to be against me. The more you listen, the more it feels like you're trapped in an endless soap opera with a script that's on repeat. I once had a friend, a longtime colleague, who lived in this state of perpetual victimhood.